Hello, I'm EDDF Toxic. Welcome to the 2-Hour Track Challenge premiere stream. This is something I like to do every week. I'll find a couple hours to make a song in the time limit of 2 hours. Whatever I come up with at the end of that 2 hours is that's the song. It gives me a chance to experiment with styles that I don't normally get to play with, and of course, just pushing my creative boundaries, being under the time limit and all. And sometimes it comes out with cool results. So this stream is kind of my first opportunity to share my track with the world, and then I'll go take a look back at how I made the track, make sure I have a title for it, make up a quick video so that I can put it up on YouTube, so you can listen to it later still again. So that said, this is the song that I made on May 23rd, 2019. Very long silence on the end of there. So let's track. Jump into Ableton and tell the story of how I came up with that idea, sort of thing. Actually, I had other ideas on my mind when I first went into this challenge, and then they just never happened. But I started out with other ideas, and then scrapped them and pulled in an 808 kit from just the default Ableton one. I made this beat here. Yep, it helps if I without the effect on it, which I think is a pretty cool beat. And then I sort of did a little copy of it, like it repeats this whole time here, but then I copied it a couple times before that and just stripped out a few layers. Like the maracas aren't in this first copy. What else? The snare I think is missing. Yeah, the snare. And is that it? I thought I took out more, but apparently that's it. The second one is similar to the first one, except it also has a clave, however you pronounce that, and a cowbell in the center here. But of course, I did also add some effects on here. which apparently I don't remember exactly how what I did with this, but I went into Redux, which is basically bit crushing. And did I just do the sample hard? Yeah. So the hards. Down sample value just slowly ascends there. Just to give it a really crushy sound, and it's gonna overpower me right away. There we go. And then it turns down really quickly to sort of start the song. So I made this intro here, which with the rest of the stuff, it's almost like a DJ intro, which is actually why I decided to end the song with essentially a DJ outro. It's just a copy of, again, looks like the first one. Does that a couple times. Maybe a bit of variation at the end. Actually, this has a couple of snares in this one. And then this doesn't have the snares. Oh, hey, Al. How's it going? Drinking some tea before bed. Yeah, I like the sound of that. Except I drink my tea in the afternoon, but tea is good stuff. I like it. Yeah, so that's about all for the drums. I pulled out the electric bass, and actually this one here is this song here is kind of trying something different with the way I wrote it. In previous 2-hour track challenges, I would have made an entire drum loop, made the entire song in drums, and then try to figure out what to do with the bass and do the whole thing. This one here, I actually just recorded just a tiny little bit, just to fill up one or two loops of the drum track, and then just copied it a whole bunch of times. And then from there, I kind of I re-recorded the bass later once I had a better idea of how it should sound. And at this part here, I'm just kind of tapping the strings with the beat of the drums, just to be sort of indicate that the song isn't quite started yet. It's still very much the intro. I didn't want the I didn't end with 2 bass pads. Well, it's just the 1 bass track here. This is my electric bass here that I'm playing. It's just that I recorded one little piece first, which is something that I think I need to do a lot more, because it's helps write the song a bit faster. The first one and the second. I'm still not sure I understand what you're saying there. First one and the second one pattern you played. I replaced the first thing I recorded, yeah. The first thing was essentially what the second thing is. The first one is just kind of a temporary, trying to figure out where I'm going with the song. And I just recorded it, see how it sounds, and then once I liked what I heard, then I recorded the whole thing. And I actually had a wrong note in here in the loop that I was copying over and over again. I was playing the wrong note for a while, and then when I actually went and recorded the actual thing, I fixed it, but it was playing the wrong note for a while. And also when I recorded the main one, I just did this little tapping on the strings just as an intro. And then yeah, and then it's just hit a note on the bass. I really went hard with the DJ intro idea, or DJ outro idea here. As much as I don't really care for these kind of outros, I decided I'd just be silly and include it anyway. Is that even a sound? I think I just touched the string there. So I can't remember if I did I unmute the mic? Yes, I did, because sometimes I just forget. I can't remember if I did the pad first or the, wait, what? Oh, I think I did all this stuff first. Oh yeah, this is where things got really crazy. I jumped into Codex because I hadn't used this in a while. Picked some random preset and applied a bunch of effects on it. A lot of bit crusher. I think this was after I had done the bit crushing on the drums. It sounds like there's some ring mod on there, yeah, for sure. Without all this stuff, it sounded cool, but didn't quite fit, I think. So there it is without the ring mod and the, yeah, this thing's crazy. Let me unsolo that, actually. I'll just solo those. This wasn't quite fitting how I wanted it, but at the same time I really liked it, so that's why I threw on ring mod and bit crusher just to make it sound even crazier, and somehow that made it fit better. I was just really going crazy with the automation on this. It's weird how sometimes you do make things go crazier, and that makes it better. That looks like the most calculated automation on this entire track, and this was before I upgraded to a 10.1. I still get to play with 10.1's automation. This stuff looks fun. Moving on to this next track here. This one's just called Pad. What did I use here? Oh, I don't have any effects on here at all. This is Glass Pad, again, Waves Codex, because I hadn't used this in a while and I wanted to get back in. There's a little bit of automation. Mostly this is just chords. Just a very nice airy pad. A little bit of automation on the track volume just to make it swell in instead of suddenly starting. Just to give it a nice intro to the song. If stuff stops ringing out. And this track just stops at this point here. Since again my outro scheme for this song was just slowly cut off all the different elements. Pad cuts off here, movie thing cuts off here, here, bass mostly cuts off here, drums cut off here, and orchestra hit cuts off here, I guess? Well, no, here. That one's a weird one. Because that one actually is after the end of the song, it looks like. Yeah, that's after the drum stop. So I guess the orchestra hit technically stops right here. Weird little thing I did with the orchestra hit, I guess I'm moving into that track now, is it starts off, I don't remember any of my keys or anything. It starts off here, it essentially alternates between, this whole song essentially alternates between this F and the B. The strings, or the orchestra, ends off at the B and never returns to the F. That's an A. I don't know what I'm talking about. Oh, I think I got mixed up actually. I recorded A in some places and B in other places. These are the kind of little things that I never pay. I I don't pay enough attention to and just let it go anyway. Yeah, that's kind of mine too. And when I do these, um, when I look back at these projects, it's actually been a couple weeks since I made this, and I haven't seen it since, and my ear is driving me crazy. Um, so there's always a few things like, what did I do here? Oh, right. But I think I don't know, I think it's kind of neat. So this orchestra is, um, I hadn't used an orchestra hit in a while. Probably ever since 2015, which is back when I was using Melody Assistant. Because it has this really cheap, all its sounds are really cheap. Um, so it has this cheap orchestra hit, and I used it in Train Ride to Gamestown, which is a great song. A lot of fun to make, and um, I'd been wanting to kind of make it again, and I finally figured out how. This is I've got three different tracks here, all grouped under orchestra. These are all contact libraries from Symphony series, which I recently acquired. They're all set to staccato, which is why there's a little bit of extra stuff here, because this is just making sure that it's actually going through staccato. Whatever note that is in each of them sets the articulation to staccato. And then it's just a quick little hit. I actually recorded this, uh, played one octave, played the next octave, played the octave after that, played the octave after that, and then lined it all up in post after recording it. And then essentially copied and pasted that a whole bunch of times, just to make these things. And then saturation and compressor on the group, because I didn't feel the need to put one on each of these. Did I? These are all centered. Okay, I couldn't remember. Sometimes I'm a little bit more careful with panning my orchestra stuff where it should be. Um, and then I think probably those libraries sound amazing. I'm so glad I got them. Actually, they're I noticed they're part of what's that called? Complete 12. When I was looking at that upgrade, it's like I just bought that. My dream is to actually take notes of chords and stuff. Actually take notes of chords and stuff. Oh yeah, okay. I think I understand what you mean there. Just kind of a good way to look back. Yeah, yeah, totally. And that's one thing I've always liked about doing MIDI is that I can still remember. Like, I mean, I forget half the time. I'll play a bass line in these 2 hour track challenges, and then um, go on to the next instrument. It's like, a what chord should I be playing here? So that's why I still have a tuner sitting here, because it just tells me, I should be. I mean, it's not always very accurate. I'm not very good at tuning, but it gives me the general idea. And clearly, orchestra was solo there. Lead. Last thing I did here. I believe. I can't actually see my notes because there's something covered it up. I think this was one of the last things I did. And as indicated by the name of this being 9 lead 1, my strategy for this was Oh, I use Waves codecs again. Picked a random lead, just one saw, just random preset, and I hit the record button. Went over to the keyboard and just wung it. There are millions of wrong notes in here. Wrong being used lightly. There are loads of accidentals in here. I don't think I ended up adjusting any of this either, because sometimes I'll go back and make sure stuff lines up, because I can't play properly. With this one, I think I just kept it all as it was when I recorded it. A couple notes pressed at once there. And just played that until around the point that I figured the lead should end, which is right around where the bass should end. Thank you. This is I did another 2-hour track challenge recently where I really leaned into sort of balancing an organic sound with an electronic sound. I think I actually posted in Ben's Discord. Cycling Across the Star Pixels, that's what it was. And that was kind of fun, so I kind of aimed for the same thing here. Got the electric bass here, the orchestra hit, and then just a bunch of electronic leads in the obviously electronic 808 kit there. Let me just check automation. Oh yeah, right. I put a whole bunch of effects on this lead track too. Got a bit of reverb and saturation, and then auto pan just to give it, sort of make it move around a little bit. I think it worked quite nice. Oh yeah, I was gonna mention. Oh no, I think I did mention. This never really resolves. I kind of leave it open to go back to the original chord, but it never does. Just a stylistic thing I decided to do, and that's actually why also the song goes so long. Because I was giving it some room to make you feel like it's gonna do the original chord, orchestra hit in the original, not position, original note again, and it just doesn't. And then the master, there's not really an animation. Sometimes I do, just to make sure there's no sounds still ringing out when the song suddenly ends, because I don't like that. I don't like that sudden cut out of sound. But other than that, my master chain's pretty basic. I think that's the default EQ that I have in my project. Quick compressor, quick limiter, and Bob's your uncle. I don't try too hard to get a good master job in the 2-hour track challenges. Now, I need a title for this. Let me play it one more time here in its entirety. Any ideas for titles? Feel free to speak up. I'm also trying to think of one at the moment. I've been completely idea-less for this one as far as time goes. I'm thinking something weird I mean, I always think it's something weird when it's last minute for me to think of a title and I have no ideas. Super Mario Dentists and Waiting Rooms. That is the most interesting description I've ever seen of one of my songs. Don't know how to tie everything. I was also thinking of something silly like to DJ or not to DJ, but the plumber waiting for his teeth. Super Mario. The plumber's adventure for his teeth. How about that? The plumber's adventure for clean teeth. The plumber's adventure for clean teeth. I love coming up with goofy titles for these. Sounds about right. I'll just drop this on here. Hit OK. Got that. Export the image to 523. Now that I have this, I can make up a quick video. I'm going to close Ableton because it's just not needed right now. Stop that. The plumber's adventure for clean teeth. Hey, components. Yeah, I do a 2-hour trek challenge every week. I've been doing this since November of when was that? 2017. Started with this guy here. Which this one I really didn't master very well at all. How you doing, component? I'm doing pretty good. I just came up with one of the weirder song titles I've done, and how the hell? Oh, no. Yeah, that's what I want. Ugh. Oh, wrong one. Wait, no, right one. Just finishing ET, yeah, nice. What did I make this? 523. So this is the command line for those of you who haven't seen it. This is the command line command that I use to make the videos for the 2-hour trek challenge. 523. That was my last one in June, or last one in May. And now it is making that video up. Yeah. So while that goes, I'll just switch out my category a little bit here because I'm going to work on some brand assets, I guess. I call them profile icons. Does that mean you're leaving already, components? Because if so, I'll catch you later. Pause this before I start laughing at myself. Good night, component. So I have these things here. Like my Discord, Twitter, YouTube. And there's a couple, well, actually I think just one more that I wanted to make. But I only have these in this direction here. And when I made this image here, Okay, that's interesting. I did it sort of upside down as well, um, and backwards. I now see. So this is the same sort of concept with that bubble sticking over a black line of text with text on it, I guess. Um, so I want to make something like this where it'll be the same buttons that I have here, but it'll be upside down so that I can, if I'm trying to put a bunch in a small space, I could sort of interlock them a little bit. Um, at least that's my idea. So I'm going to open up the project where I had those. It's probably not in my recent because that was quite a while ago. Yes, it's profiles. Yeah, that's the one. And actually, I think maybe now that I looked at my schedule thing, I may actually do it in all four directions. But I think I'll actually have to sort of um, I'll have to have four different project files to do this. Let's see, what do I have here? I got Discord, Twitter, Twitch, which I don't have at my Twitch because it is my Twitch. Website's not even made yet, and YouTube. Of course, what this also means having four files is that when I add a new button, I need to add it in all four places, but I'm okay with that. And just looking at my file structure, I'll have to do a little bit more organization there as well. Actually, I'll start by closing without saving. Rename that to up left. So up left is, yes, Inkscape, duh. Up left is this one here. And then I'll have like up right, down left, and down right. Those will all be separate files. Yeah. I'll just create an up left folder here. All right. Thanks for stopping by. I'll see you around. Have a good life. Have a good night. Enjoy the tea. Chew. There we go. Cursor became over top of the Pikachu once chat moved. What was I trying to do here? ID and name. I'll just copy that. Down left, down right. Right, so I have folders to put all these in now. And I'm going to start here by dropping in or creating one of these for. I meant to check if they have an actual brand resource before I did this. Just looking at Bandcamp. Buttons, logos. Grab a button, any button. What? Actually, I think I'll save this one for later, just to give myself a little bit more time to research. So for now, I'll just create the upright, bottom left, and bottom right versions of these, and then I can add Bandcamp later if I need. So this will be upright. So I just did a save as. Now I have that. So I'll just go ahead and flip all these. Go ahead. Oh, I need that. Oh, right. I guess backing logo. It's been a while since I made this file, so I can't remember. I want to flip this like that. I want to move it over here. Something like that. All the names are going to have to be yeeted onto their side too. I can't believe I just yeeted there. Discord logo, I should be able to select you. You should be unlocked, are you not? Nothing is on that layer. Why is nothing on that layer? Okay, no, that is on that layer. What is going on here? I guess I can lock back in logo now. Come on. Why does it keep locking on me? Stop locking. What the hell, Inkscape? Love it when shit doesn't work. I'm gonna calm myself down by finding some music. I thought I'd just play my own songs because it's been a while since I actually listened to that whole collection, but we'll do this. Actually, Josh Woodward announced today, I haven't watched the video yet, but I guess he's got a new album. I'd been wondering what happened to him. That's not right. I need this to go here. It's been a while since I actually did this. Cool. Why is it so loud for me? Crap, I can't remember how to do this. Wait, if I turn that down, does that turn that down for you too? It might. I don't know. Just trying to find all the things in my mixer again. Yeah, it does. Anyways, that's worked for me. Okay, so Inkscape reopened. Ah, what the fuck did I just press? Revert. Upright. Okay, so unlock you. There we go. That was really weird. Yeah. There's no guarantees that this will be exactly the same. Because I am positioning it manually every corner. But it'll be close enough, I figure. ID also needs to run over there. Okay. .e. So this is ID. Oh, this is profiles upright /ID /Discord. Close. Ah, fuck it. And this is name. Close when complete. Cool. So now if I go to my upright folder, I have Discord in ID and Discord in name. I don't like how close this is. Let me just do that again. What? Why do you hate me today? Like, what actually did I do to you, computer? Layer. Okay, I just unlocked all layers. Seems kind of high. That looks better. So name Discord. Yes, replace that. Tacoma on a Sunday in July. Okay. Okay, I want to do all that. Right. Let's move over to Twitter. Again. And move this over. That looks nice. Oh, that takes up a lot of room. Okay, let's export that to upright ID Twitter. If. And then I'll switch over to name. Still looks good. Set that to name. It all away. Huh. So this one is actually so big that in the up left version, it kind of took advantage of the slash being the same shape as this here. My bad. Okay, so that's Twitch ID on upright. So I'm gonna go matter. I should maybe I'll pull up the lyrics if I'm going to be singing along to this. Because knowing me, I will be singing along to this. Should be. New album, The Shade from Our Trees. There's a song called Half-Life on there. Anyways, I'm getting sidetracked again. Address to the stars. Knock. I'm gonna suck it up and... Okay. Breathe in. See, now I can't see chat and the lyrics at the same time. That's the only thing here. Okay, ID. I did not end up exporting that. I guess I can lock those now. Oh, not that. No. There we go. I think I figured out what's happening. I was trying to unlock a layer that was inside a parent layer that's locked. Which of course is not going to work. Oh, I just changed my keyboard layout there. This is upright name Twitch. Okay, this one's gonna be a little bit weird just because I don't actually have a website yet, but I'm working on it. Yep. Group's locked. I've just been kind of putting it in here just because I can so far. So I'll just do the name for now. No. Upright name website. It just says address, doesn't it? Yeah, it does. I'll just move this over here just to put it in place. Lock all that. Hide that. And YouTube show. Move that over. Move that over. That should do. Name YouTube. And then the ID. youtube.com/addftalk, all one word. ID. Let's try only showing one at a time here. Right, so I think that's it then. I got 4 in ID, 5 in name, because website. And if I show all these, nothing shows up over here, nothing shows up over here. Guess that's not exactly a great indication, just because most of the IDs are hiding or something. Anyways. I'll just leave that like that. Save. And then I think I'll do a save as here. To do down right. And then, so down right, my backings are unlocked for some reason. This shouldn't be. But this backing here, I will flip like that. The backing for the name will come up to the top like that. And then we do the same old dance as I just did, except in different position. And put that somewhere around center. A little bit more. Cool. Pull the name up. Export that to down right. Right? Yeah. Down right. Down right. Yeah. Bottom right works as well, but I've been calling it down right, so we'll go with that. That's not ID YouTube. That is definitely not ID YouTube. That's name Discord. And then if I show the ID, that is very much in the wrong position. Cool. ID Discord. Right. Hide Discord, show Twitter. Again, a dumpster fire. Let's make that not a dumpster fire. Twitter's a brand icon was actually kind of cool because um, the space they leave around it in the image that I imported is right around the same space that I leave around the icon. So it's lines up with the edge of this box pretty well. Reading their instructions, it says this is the sort of the space that they said to leave around their icon. I'm like, and I think it was the greatest amount of room that any of them specifically said. So I made my box based off that. The F did I just do? The fuck? Oh, I showed Twitch. That's why. Ah! Hit my earbuds. Right, so that is ID Twitter on down right. Oh. Okay, now we can go on to Twitch. Oops. I meant to unlock that, not to hide it. See that icon? It's just the image that I imported is just cropped tightly, so I just kind of. I mean, I could do math, but fuck it. I don't think anybody's gonna pull out a ruler. If they do, they're fucking crazy. This coming from the guy that crams out shit in 2 hours every week. Actually, I think that song that I just premiered is, I think I did that one in an hour and a half. Which kind of showed how much faster I made that song by not trying too hard to get the bass line right at the beginning. I think I forgot to export Twitch name. I mean, makes sense because that wasn't in there. So we'll just do that right now. An answer as well. You eat bread with fur, you still call me sir. And this one again, there's not really much I can do since I don't have the website yet. Still making it. I was working on it earlier today. This is name. How the fuck? Why do I need overtype mode in there? Overtype mode is just weird in the first place. I mean, occasionally it has a weird use, but usually not, you know? I'll just move that up there. Ba 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 ba. Move you into position. Move, not hide. Our surgery intertwined. I should hide that if I'm gonna. Are you locked? You are not. Select. Thank you. And once again, I forgot to export the name for YouTube, but that's okay. Because I can reshow it. You're perfect for me. Right, so for downright, that should be all. Downright ID, I have 4 of them. They actually look kind of cool. And then 5 of them for name. I want to check something. Up left, do I have the name for the website? I do, okay. Even though I'm not doing anything with it yet. And then down left, I still need to do. So I'm going to actually close that, because I'm going to open up up left again, and I'm going to save this as. I never remember if it's Control Shift S or F12 to save as, so I just go to the menu for that. So down left at SVG. I'm doing that just because I think it's easier to move things up and down rather than left and right. And this already has the horizontal placement correct. So, I guess I should start with these two. Flip you, move you. That Discord thing just hides in the black. I guess that one has the. See, it has the space around it, but it also doesn't look quite centered just because this goes lower. So if I put that with the top and bottom evenly around the outside, it still looks like it's kind of higher up just because you tend to focus a bit more on this area here. So with fuck that. I'm gonna move that down a little bit more. I'm just gonna cheat that just for visual purposes. Does this go here? I've forgotten my design. I guess it would. Yeah, because this one is like that, so it's backed away from this. Yeah, so I will export that as /name. Oh, right, I gotta down left name Discord. And before I forget about that again, I'm actually going to jump back into like I'll finish this up first, but I'll jump back into the up left file and just do an export, even though none of them changed. I'll just do an export of one random one just to save it in the file that, you know, the new location of the exports is profile/upleft. Or else I'll end up saving things in the wrong place next time I need to change something in there. Oh god, that's way out of place. This is ID Discord. Every time I say ID lately, I think of Martin from Wintergatan, because whenever he tries saying idea, it always comes out as an ID. Oh, let's hide Discord. The fuck? There we go. It let me unlock logo, but as soon as I tried to unlock name or ID, then it didn't. It's really weird. Baby, sleep. Baby, everything's new in the dark. This is down left name Twitter. And ID. No. Down left ID Twitter. Twitch. Unlock, 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 unlock. No, don't move that. Actually, I should lock those. Speaking of. Yeah, I'll move that over a little bit just so that the slash isn't quite overlapping that thing. I just changed my keyboard layout because I decided against pressing export. This is ID Twitch. Why am I doing ID first? I don't know. Fuck, whatever. I don't care. Name Twitch. Oh, losing a slash there. Lock that. Lock that. And same story here. Unlock, please. Thank you. Day or a year. I will export that. And then I'll just put this in place for once I do put the actual address in there. Not a lion, but I'm not supposed to export that yet. I just said that. And YouTube. One more dance, and then don't let me forget to go into up left. There's a bit of a space down here. I probably don't. Actually, that might screw things up. Because if I want things to be in line, would that actually though? Already being erased. I need a sketch. Oh, fuck. Throwing things off my desk. If I have the same thing over here, like that, just for completion, I'll put that. If this is the same height as this, no, that wouldn't actually affect it, because I can just line the top up with that wherever it is, and that little bit, the only difference will be there's different space between here and here, but I don't think that will be noticeable, so I'm not going to worry about this. Actually, maybe what I'll do is I'll continue. I really need to find a better place for this thing. It's just like a spinny top on my desk that I threw it there as a temporary location, and haven't put it anywhere else yet. I was talking about something. Oh yeah, I'll finish these up with that in the wrong place, and then I will. That won't work very well either, will it? What's this saying? I was gonna say I'll. You know what? I'll just put it in the right position now, and then not worry that they're a little bit different. I don't think that's gonna cause any big differences either. Because I was thinking, like, if I just export them all now with it in the wrong position, then it'll be all in the same wrong position, and then the next time I export something, then it'll be in the right position, but that would make everything else in the wrong position, and that new thing in the right position. So that doesn't work either. So I might as well just start putting in the right position here. If it becomes a problem, then I can go and re-export everything, but I don't need to do that right now. What do I have? I'm on down left. I need ID and name for YouTube. So this is name. Hopes and dreams. Did I just replace name with name? bloom. And then put the ID in the right place. The fuck was that? And export that. All right, so now I have 5 down left name, 4 down left ID, 4 down right ID, 5 down right name, 4 up left ID, 5 up left name, 4 upright ID, 5 upright name. So that's all good. So I'll close this and open up up left was the original, I think. And I'll just do an export to name Discord, even though that's already there. But I just want to put that in the path and just save that. That's all I did. It just save the export path, because it doesn't save that until you actually export something new. Right. So now we got that, 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 that. That, 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 that. It's like this one's bigger than that one. I think actually I did size this down a little bit just to make it fit with that massive @ symbol. You dingus, you already looked at that. Down, right, up, left. These look so normal now. I mean, it's like they're the ones that I had all the time. Everything else looks fresh and new. This looks similar, or that looked similar, but also nostalgic almost. Not quite nostalgic, but you know, familiar. Even more familiar. It's just kind of funny. Right. Before I forget, I'm actually just gonna move a couple files because they're in this folder right now and they shouldn't be. So let me just profiles. I'm just moving these into the archive because it's a button that I don't use anymore. It looked like garbage anyway, and it's just every time I go in here, it's just there, and I don't want it to be. Oh, I guess I'll need that too. But I don't want to completely throw it away. So I just throw it into an archive folder. There we go. There we go. Cool. I guess I should have kept File Explorer open because I do also need yeah, essentially I'm just gonna wrap up now. So let me pause Josh Woodward and instead take a look at this video that is now finished. I actually think this song turned out really cool. So exit that. Open that so that I can see. Oh, I know why I can't hear. I turn my volume way down over here. I get it. There we go. Awesome. The Plumber's Adventure for Clean Teeth. I should write that down in my other document. Plumber's Adventure for... Ale. I just like to credit where I get my title ideas from in the document that I keep about how I the inspiration for the track and whatnot, and my notes about it and ideas. But anyways, this export seemed to have worked pretty well. So this video will end up on YouTube on Saturday. And that's about all for the stream. Thanks for coming and hanging out, chatting. I will be streaming, I'm thinking Saturday again. Saturday looks like a good day for a stream this weekend. Continuing playing that game Dust, which is been having quite a lot of fun with that. And then of course the next 2 Hour Track Challenge premiere stream will be next Wednesday, same time as this stream. And at the moment I can't even remember what I made, but I seem to remember liking it. So, that said, thanks for watching. I'll see you around, and have a good life.